Hello, everyone. I am Jihan Abdurrahman. I'm excited today to share with you some important information about HIV virus. This for course medical microbiology. In this presentation, we will cover the following topics: introduction about the HIV, discovery, structure, and taxonomy of the virus, the stages or the steps of life cycle, how the virus invade the immune system, and how virus cause infection. The last point, treatment and prevention. Before we start, I would like to ask a question. Can anyone tell me the difference between HIV and AIDS? Some people confuse between the HIV and AIDS. So today we're gonna make a simple introduction about that. HIV, it stands for Human Immune Deficiency Virus. This virus harm or affect your body system, especially the immune system, by destroying a type of white blood cells that help your body to fight any kind of infection or microorganism. But when this virus invade the body, this will cause the disease, which is AIDS. And the AIDS is stand for acquired immune deficiency syndrome. It's the final stage of the infection with HIV virus. Let's talk about the first scientist who discovered HIV. The scientist who discovered HIV was Dr. Lou Montagne, and his team was at Pasteur Institute in France, and this and identified the HIV in 1983. HIV was officially recognized as the factor or the main reason that cause of AIDS. It's recognized by the World Health Organization. And if you have a look for this picture represents the scientist, Lomontier, professor, and his lab. And this is the team which helped Dr. Lomontier to discover the virus. If we talk about the structure of a virus, like any virus, we classified it as retrovirus. Retrovirus means it's the virus which contains RNA instead of DNA as a genetic material. Mainly it consists of 5 parts in a simple form. This envelope consists of lipid bilayer which derived from the host cell membrane. The capsid is a protein shell, the house. This is the capsid. The capsid which should take this crystal shape. It's a protein shell, the house, the RNA genome. And we can find also the glycoprotein all over the virus, on the surface of virus. This glycoprotein, the one which attach to CD4 receptor on the host cell or human immune system. We have 2 kinds of glycoprotein. We have GP120 and GP41. The genome inside the virus, we can find 2 strands of RNA that carry the genetic information. In addition to the enzyme, this enzyme is protein that carry out the steps of HIV life cycle. If we can press on the link, So we can find the drawing of HIV virus and the life cycle that we're gonna discuss it in the next slide. Okay. Before we go to the steps or the life cycle, we need to know the taxonomy of HIV. The taxonomy of HIV, the virus HIV classified within the lentivirus genus. The lentivirus genus is belonging to the Retrovirdae family. And the classification or understanding of this taxonomy help us to place the virus in the content with the other similar virus. So if we press to the link, we can find the classification of or taxonomy of HIV. So it's the kingdom virus, family Retrovirdae, and subfamily Orthoretrovirin, and a genus lentivirus, species human immune deficiency virus. Now let's talk about the life cycle of HIV. The life cycle of HIV virus is divided into many stages. Start with binding to the CD4 receptors. This CD4 receptors on the host cell. So this is represent the host cell. This is the receptor, and this is a virus. How it's binding by adding the glycoprotein on the surface of the receptor of the cell membrane, at the cell membrane, and start to fuse the host cell membrane by endocytosis, and then after fusion make reverse transcription from RNA to DNA, and then make integration into the host DNA, then make replication and convert the host cell into virus factory by process called assembly. After that, the virus can leave the host cell and make budding to create infection virus. The question now, have you ever wondered how the virus can weaken the immune system profoundly? The answer for this question, I try to put it in this video. We can work the video. Okay. So in this video, we can find how the virus weakened our immune system. This is the virus, and this is our body. And inside our body, we have a very important white blood cells, kind of white blood cell. This white blood cells is called helper T cell. The function of helper T cell to release chemical to it's more. Okay. So the main function of helper T cell to release chemical attack attract other white blood cells to the site of infection and to invade any kind of bacteria or virus. Other kind of white blood cell can release chemical to multiply and create marker called antibodies that attach to the B or V, marking them as a target for your immune system to destroy them. If you have HIV, this is travel through your blood and other body fluids to infect and kill certain white blood cells. When the virus enters the body, this is enter the helper T cell. Now we have this virus enter helper T cell. As a primary target, once inside the virus, it makes many copies, as we see in the video, of itself and leave the damaged helper T cell to infected other cell. At this time, the helper T cell lose the ability to protect the body from ongoing infection and die. In this way, HIV kills more of helper T cell and weakens the immune system. At this time, any kind of infection are able to take advantage of your body, of your body's inability to defend itself. This infection is called opportunistic infection or AIDS. So this is, in brief, how the virus or HIV weakened your immune system. Now, if you go back to our slide, right now we need to talk about the symptoms of HIV. How the patient know that that he has this kind of virus. The HIV symptoms vary depending on the stage and infection. So if we press to the stages and the symptoms, so we can find the early symptoms of HIV. This is within 2 to 4 days after the patient infected by virus. It's like a flu, general flu. The person find the fever, chills, headache, and sore throat, fatigue all over the body. So it's generally like weakened in the body. But after that, we have some acute HIV infection or symptoms like fever and the weight loss. We have like headache all the time, mouth, throat, the lymph node swelling, skin rashes everywhere, and there is some problem in gastric, vomiting, nausea, and the last stage is the AIDS. This is the main symptoms of AIDS. So the person can find rash and sores everywhere, tumor, and end with Kaposi sarcoma. This is the picture of Kaposi sarcoma. This is the last stage or the common thing of HIV. So it's different from one person to another and is divided into many categories. This picture from the child which has the HIV from mother, and this is some source like look like the pimples everywhere. And if we're talking about the ways to spread the HIV, we can find that HIV virus can spread throughout or through the body by using unprotected sex, and this is the main or the most common way that spreads the virus. And the second way is by sharing some needles, by using the blood donation. If somebody has a donate blood from the person which is affected by HIV, from mother also to fetus during pregnancy or childbirth or even breastfeeding, because it's a kind of fluid uh, that transfer to the host or the victim. Here we talk about the treatment. The treatment of virus. Today we will discuss the impact of HIV on the public health and the latest advance in treatment, which is crucial for understanding how we can better manage the global challenge. Do you know that we have 39 million globally affected by this virus? You know that we have over than 39 million of people worldwide has living with HIV virus. This is a static calculated in 2023. Uh, between we have adult between 38.6, male and female 53%, and the children 1.4 million of children in this year. This is the static uh, calculation about that. But for the treatment of disease, no cure for AIDS. Everybody knows that no cure for AIDS and it's uncurable. But we have some of medication or drug. This drug is called antiretroviral medication or therapy. It's a combination of multiple stages of life cycle. Antiretroviral medication, it prevent the progression of AIDS and reduce the viral load to an undetectable level. But the challenge of ART is that the drug resistant or the drug make resistant due to mutation of RNA. Antiretroviral drugs have many forms like fusion or have many classes like fusion entry inhibitor, reverse transcriptase inhibitor, protease inhibitor, and integrase inhibitor. All of them work to prevent the creation, assembly, and the spread of new virus. Sometimes the doctor recommended highly active heteroretroviral therapy, but it doesn't remove the HIV for the body, but it just slow down the effect on the immune system to fight infection. Now we have a fact or myth. Can everybody get the HIV virus from mosquito bite? What do you think? Of course not. We cannot get this from mosquito because the mosquito cannot transmit HIV. When the mosquito bite, it's inject just only its own saliva, not the blood from a previous person into the next person, because HIV cannot survive or replicate inside mosquito, and the virus is just in the mosquito stomach. So numerous study and health organization confirmed there is no evidence of HIV transmission by mosquito. The method to prevent this virus by using a safe condom or safe sex, take pre-exposure prophylaxis for high-risk individual. This is taken daily, and we have post-exposure prophylaxis. This takes 72 hours or 28 days, and we can limit that from mother to child transmission by prevented during pregnancy. Thank you for watch, and I hope you get benefit from this presentation. Thank you so much. This is the resources that we collected in this presentation. Thank you.